Hi everyone, I wanted to go live to provide you with some breaking news updates regarding USCIS furloughs. I know that that's something that for those of you who are going through an immigration process right now with your spouse or fiance, you know that USCIS furloughs has been a hot topic and something that's been looming over your case. And so we wanted to give you updates of what happened with USCIS furloughs over the weekend. So before we dive into that breaking news, I'd like to introduce myself. If you're new here, my name is Attorney Megan Pastrana of Corrado Pastrana, and it's the immigration law firm for couples. We'd invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already subscribed, and hit the alerts notification. We'd also invite you to join our immigration Facebook group called Immigration for Couples, and the link is below. We have weekly updates on both our YouTube channel and our Facebook group because we know how important it is for you if you're going through an immigration process to have up-to-date information. So let's jump in to what is going on with USCIS furloughs. So USCIS earlier in the year had announced that they would have a budget shortfall, and they've asked for $1.2 billion in bailout money. And so there have been talks over the past weeks and months, and it's been quite a roller coaster ride. Over the weekend, we've had some recent developments, not complete solutions, but still some good news. For the furloughs, USCIS had announced they are planning on in 6 days. If you're watching this video, it's August 24th of 2020. And so in 6 days, they are planning on furloughing 70% of their employees. So over 13,000 employees. They have sent out those announcements, and those plans are still in place. So letting go of 70% of the USCIS officers and employees would have a huge impact on anybody who's going through an immigration case, and also on the U.S. economy. All of those individuals would be out of jobs. So this is huge. And so what's happened over the weekend is two main things. The first thing is that top-ranking congressional officials, top-ranking Democrats, have actually sent a notification to USCIS and their counterpart, the Department of Homeland Security, asking them to extend this furlough deadline, because USCIS actually has funding to carry them through basically through the end of the year. So these furloughs are a little premature when they have funding to be able to pay their employees. And so these top-ranking congressional officials, top-ranking Democrats, have asked USCIS, what's going on? Why are you still planning on furloughing all of these employees at the end of August if you have the funding to carry you through the end of the year? And so that's a great question. We'd all like to know that. And so hopefully that letter will have an impact on USCIS extending their furlough deadline. USCIS had thought, or had announced rather, that they were going to have a budget shortfall because of COVID. They anticipated having a lower amount of applications. And USCIS is a fee-based organization. So that means that all of their funding comes from the fees that individuals pay when they're applying for their immigration case. And so they actually had way more applications submitted than they had anticipated, and had made $800 million more than they had anticipated. So they actually have enough funds to get them through the end of the year. So that's the first thing, is the letter from the top-ranking congressional officials reaching out to USCIS, asking them, hey, what's going on? Why are you planning on furloughing all of these employees if you have money? So that's great. Hopefully that letter will get them to extend their furlough deadline significantly, since they do have the funding to continue operating. The second thing that happened is a bill has been passed in Congress regarding furloughs. And basically they passed this after they passed the bill for funding for the U.S. Postal Service. This is not a bill to give the $1.2 billion to USCIS. It's It's a stopgap bill, and it's a little complicated, but the short of it is that they are going to raise premium processing fees and other immigration cases. Our firm focuses specifically on helping couples, and so this isn't a change for immigration couple-based cases, but they are raising fees in other areas of immigration, special employment-based applications for premium processing, and that those fees would help offset some of the budgetary issues that USCIS is having. So that bill is great. That's been passed in Congress, like I said. The next up, though, would be the Senate. They're not in session right now until September. So while that bill is great news, it's definitely not a final solution. It still has some hurdles, but it is good news that we're hearing talk and that they're taking steps forward, at least for a few days, for a few weeks there. It was a little quiet and we weren't hearing a lot about furloughs or furlough talk in Congress. So hopefully these changes were pushing us in the right direction. And so again, we'd love to have you join us on our Facebook group, Immigration for Couples. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so now. And if you're in a relationship and you're going through an immigration process and you're looking for assistance with your immigration case, we'd love to help you. You can click on the link below to schedule an appointment. We also help individuals who are filing removal of conditions and naturalizing to become citizens. So we'd love to either see you in our Facebook group or also in an appointment. Thanks.